this scenario. You're presenting a proposal to a senior leadership team at Johnson & Johnson. Your words flow effortlessly like a river finding its course. Your message feels alive, not rehearsed. Your audience leans in, nodding, captivated. You're not just delivering a speech, now you're commanding the room. Why would this occur? Because you've mastered the canon of memory. Memory is the bedrock of persuasive delivery. And in this session, we're going to explore how we can make it your greatest ally. Together, we're going to learn how to use actors' techniques like Bill Nye's line-by-line layering to make memorization manageable and natural. Secondly, you'll learn how to create vivid mental maps, such as the mind palace, to anchor your speech in unforgettable imagery. And then third, you'll develop and refine outlines that serve as the skeleton of your message, illustrated through a Johnson & Johnson pharmaceutical example. And then lastly, we'll combine these techniques into a seamless strategy that allows you to deliver with confidence, authenticity, and connection. In our workshop, I'll actually also take you through another technique that I call the Dr. Seuss methodology that'll help you to use scripts with confidence and memory. So memory in rhetorical communication isn't about rote recitation, as I said in the beginning of this module. It's about internalizing your message so deeply that it becomes second nature, like the steady rhythm of your heartbeat or the familiar melody of a childhood song. It's not just a tool, it's a lifeline between preparation and performance. So think of memory as the roots of a towering tree, with those roots strong, deep, and stable. The branches, your delivery, can't flourish without them. The audience sees the leaves and feels the shade, but the roots hold it all together. This is what memory does for your speech. So outlining is the blueprint for memory. Outlining is the, if you like, the architect's blueprint for rhetorical success. Without it, even the most beautiful ideas risk collapsing like a house of cards. You'll see an example within the text for this module, but let's use an example. Imagine you're presenting a proposal to Johnson & Johnson on a revolutionary cancer treatment. Your outline might look something like this. First, an introduction, why this matters. Open with urgency. Cancer doesn't wait, and neither can we. Humanize the data. Share the story of a patient who could benefit from this breakthrough. Then preview the stakes. This is not just an innovation, it's a lifeline. Then main point one, the innovation. Describe the therapy with clarity. Imagine a targeted missile that strikes cancer cells while sparing healthy ones. Make the complex accessible. Use analogies and simple metaphors to illustrate the science. Then main point two, the benefits. Paint a picture with data. Clinical trials, for example, show a 40% increase in survival rates, a number that represents real lives saved. Add emotional resonance. Each percentage point is a father seeing his daughter graduate, a mother holding her newborn. Then main point three, the call to action. Create urgency. Every day we delay, lives are lost. And end with inspiration. Let's make history by saving lives. Not someday, but today. When putting together your outline, realize that your outline is more than just a structure. It's a map. To enhance recall, combine it with a mind palace technique. Picture the introduction as a bright beacon at the hospital's entrance, the innovation as a glowing vial of medicine in the lab, the benefits as patients celebrating in a sunlit garden, and the call to action as a rallying cry in a conference room. Another practical technique for memorization is what's called layering and anchoring. Actors like Bill Nye, who I've mentioned before, treat memorization like building a stone wall, one line, one stone at a time, placed carefully until the wall stands strong and solid.
You have your breakfast at 9, you go into the living room at 10, you start with the first line, you say it 18 times, then you attach it to the second line and you say both of them 19 times, and you continue through the play. Then you stop at 1 o'clock and you have your lunch, and then you resume at 2, and by 4 o'clock your brain goes, and then you can have the rest of the day off. And you do that without the phone on, and you do that for a week. And every morning you review what you did yesterday.
This method works wonders for speeches too. Start with the foundation. memorize your introduction until it feels as natural as your own name. If you run out of time in terms of your rehearsals and your preparation, at least memorize your introduction and conclusion. If you've got those strong, then the rest of it should feel reasonably natural. Then add the first point, combining it with the introduction to build flow. Layer each subsequent section, practicing transitions to create a seamless progression. Great actors also don't just learn lines. They embody them. They connect with the emotion, the stakes, the meaning behind the words. Similarly, as a persuasive speaker, you need to internalize not just what you're saying, but why it matters. So here's a pro tip. As you rehearse, ask yourself, what does this point mean to me? What do I want my audience to feel here? How does this point connect to the next? For example, if you're introducing a call to action, imagine the faces of those who stand to benefit. Let their stories anchor your words. Okay, so mastering memory is about more than recalling words. It's about freeing yourself to connect with your audience. It's the difference between speaking at people and speaking with them. By using techniques like outlining, vivid imagery, and layering, you'll not only just memorize, you'll internalize, embody, and inspire. So here's your challenge. For the next presentation, one you're writing for a colleague or one you're going to deliver yourself, build a clear outline. Anchor it in a mind palace. Layer your rehearsal one line at a time until the words flow like a river. Treat your speech not as a script to memorize, but as a story to live and to share. Because when your words are deeply rooted in memory, your delivery becomes unforgettable.